Right, guys, just going to do a quick audio test. Right, just going to get everything up for you guys. Should have clicked on the display capture first, actually. Where's the display capture gone? Here it is. Right, there you go, guys. That's sorted. I don't know what was going on there. Just missed the button a little bit there. So, unpause our game, and I can get everything sorted. I don't know. I'm hoping we'll have some traffic here at Ljubljana at the moment. I'm just checking. Check that that's working. It is cool. Right, so what I want to do. Well, first of all, let's start the Flying Club flight on here, and let's get this running. So there you go. Alright, if we go back on, we should have it up and running now. The ProjectFly stuff. There is nothing on the ground here. Interesting. So just wait for everything to fire up. Looks like my stream's going okay on this page. Have we not got ProjectFly? I need to turn it on, that's why. Just checking that it comes up. It's not coming up yet. I've only just turned it on. So might take a bit of time. It says it's connected to Sim though. Hopefully we'll get that appearing in a couple of minutes. Maybe it will happen when we start moving. Although I think it should appear a bit earlier. I don't know. We're connected. We're showing us connected on my ProjectFly. So, oops. So for now, let's just go ahead and start the engines. It does worry me a bit that we're not getting any input from ProjectFly whatsoever. Like the graphics are not working clearly. I just turned it off and on, and that's done nothing. So, let's put it above everything else, in the hope that actually it needs to be below the start and the end. But maybe that'll fix it. Who knows? Right, we can't bother about this the whole time. For now, where are we departing? Looks like we're departing about northeast. A bit more north. Let's just say we're departing north. Well, we started moving, so, and it's now says flight phase taxi. So I'd now expect the FSX overlay to come up, but okay, that's kind of odd. Why it's not working today? A little bit concerning. I didn't accidentally move it yesterday when I was doing a stream. Okay, I have to check that now, unfortunately. So, go on to ProjectFly and have a check, but it should be working. Streamer tools. My only thought is that they've reset. It's like a tool that you have, almost like a streamer key, if you like, and I'm wondering they might have reset it. So I've put in another one. Whether it's the same one or not, I don't really know. It will confuse me as to why it wasn't working, as it has been working previously. Okay. Well, apologies for it. We may not have an overlay today. Don't know why, but it's obviously deciding it doesn't want to work today. For whatever strange reason. Who knows? Maybe it isn't working. I'm going to have one last check of the streamer tool settings here. Right, I'm hoping that will do it. I just clicked save changes and didn't actually change anything. Okay, it doesn't look like we're going to have an overlay. Whether it wants to appear for the second flight or not, who knows? But my internet's working, everything on my end's working, so maybe there's something wrong with ProjectFly? Who knows? But as I said, I can't really do anything about it now. I'm just going to have to live with it and hope that it starts working when we take off, or at some point a bit after that. I've just got to hope it does start working. So, apologies for that, guys, that we might not have that today. Flaps one for takeoff, and let's get over to the runway. It's a bit old, I will agree with you, guys. Not that anyone said anything, but it's a bit of an odd occurrence that. I don't know what's going on with my streams. As you guys know, the ones who are watching on Wednesday know that we have a couple of problems trying to get the plane even off the ground, because it kept trying to pitch up for no apparent reason. And then on landing at Amsterdam, the game decided to lag out when the ATC decided not to vector me into Amsterdam without my own input of changing my approach to and from my original one, which sort of kick-started it into life. So, who knows? Have a look at their homepage on ProjectFly, because I'm actually really confused. I mean, really, it should be working. And it does say it's connected to my sim, and it knows what altitude I'm at, and all that kind of stuff. So really, it should be working. I'm trying moving it around, and got no hope. So I do apologise, guys. We don't appear to have an overlay today. And no matter what I do to the box that it's meant to be in, doesn't appear to do anything to it. So I don't know whether it'll fire up mid-flight or whether it'll fire up for the second flight. I could cancel the flight, actually, and then dispatch it again. Let's try that. Right, if this doesn't work, we're not going to have any luck with it. But I'm just trying, you know. If this doesn't work, I don't know what will. Nothing will, probably. It's just a bit of an odd one, so we're gonna have to just live without it, I guess. Apologies, guys. We won't have that for you. It doesn't seem to be working though. What's up with my flight sim and streaming stuff lately? I don't get it. Something's up with it. It's weird. So weird. And it's not showing up, is it? Okay. I'm just so confused. But we haven't got that. It's so old. Okay, we'll just have to live without it. I'm quite annoyed. I would have rather had it, to be honest. Right. On with today, what we're actually doing, so we're flying to Slovenj Gradec Airport, 30 miles from here, and then from there it's a 60-mile hop over to Kapfenberg back in Austria. This is legs 18 and 19 of this tour out of the 21 legs. So next stream we do will be the last ever stream on this Alpine Valleys tour. And then we'll go to doing a different VFR tour, or if you guys have any suggestions, something else within Flight Sim, or even another game. If you guys want to suggest anything, feel free to comment or in the chat or whatever.
Mike Alpha Delta, ready for north departure at runway 31. Beach, Oscar Echo Mike Alpha Delta, clear for takeoff, runway 31, departure north.
I'm going to have to backtrack down the runway here.
Clear for takeoff, runway
I probably could
31.
manage with this takeoff distance, but I don't want to, yeah, better safe than sorry, I'm thinking with this. Right, I'm going to try one more thing, which is to remove the capture, and then add a new one. So I'm just configuring it now. Okay. Right, we'll try that. I put a new source in. Nope. So that means there was nothing wrong with the source on OBS, and that means there was nothing wrong with the individual flight that I started. And there's nothing wrong with the code, because I've changed that. So it must be something internally at ProjectFly that's causing it. Or who knows, because it's actually on top of all my sources now. So it's impossible for it to not show up. So, yeah, I'm sorry guys, I don't, hopefully when we become airborne, it might do something. In which case maybe I shouldn't have deleted the source and done it over again, but oh well. We're just getting max power here. We are in the air, and this is when ProjectFly should start firing up its ETA and other things like that, and we've got nothing, so that's that, I guess. No ProjectFly for us today, sadly. Right, let's start a turn over to the left. So I guess, guys, no ProjectFly for us today. So I'm totally confused, though. I've never been more confused over something like this before. It's odd more than anything, because it should work fine, but it obviously isn't. I think we should be fine at 6,000 feet even. What's the altitude of the airport we're landing at? 1,600 feet, so it's quite a low down, no, quite a high up airport. It's 400 feet higher than the airport we just took off from. So we've got to put up the flaps at that point then.
We're leaving my airspace, frequency change approved. Ljubljana departure, beach, Oscar Echo Mike Alpha.
That's what's recommending I did. I don't know what exactly it means by that. Who knows? Where's the ProjectFly overlay? It doesn't exist. I'm not kidding though, like, where is it? It's been fine for ages. I've never had a problem with it, and then today it just decides to act up. Hopefully it doesn't act up tomorrow when we're doing our flight from Bergen to Warsaw. Fingers crossed, who knows? Crazy. I'll investigate it after the stream, if we continue to have problems throughout the stream. Hopefully on the second flight it might work. But if we still have problems on the second flight, I'm going to look through their forums or something to see if it was just down. Because if that's the thing, it's run on their servers. It's like a browser thing. I enter in a URL code on my OBS browser source, and that's the link to the overlay. So it's their server that it's connecting to. So if it's down, or something's gone wrong with it, so down basically, we're not going to have, it's not going to work. So it is kind of odd saying that. Actually, no, I don't think cruise speed works ever. Because the actual thing detecting what's altitude and speed and all that's is working, because it's showing up on my ProjectFly overlay that I've got, which is a different one to the one that you see. It's more like a total overview rather than just a quick sort of bar summary. Kind of odd. Right, go up to 6,000. That should be enough for this flight. We're basically at 6,000. I forgot to start the clock again. We'll just forget that now. We'll just forget that there was a clock, because it doesn't really mean anything now. We are actually about 1.5 miles off course. So let's take this thing a bit more on course. Can probably turn it on to nav mode in a bit, if we're able to. Right, actually, we're only moving 30 miles, so I can go on to the nearest airport. List number 2, we haven't got a tower here. We're currently heading at a heading of 0.06, so I'm not sure which runway will be closer. I don't think it really matters, does it? I'm going to go runway 14, just because. So we're still 23 miles out.
3 miles southwest, 6,000 inbound to land, runway 14.
So that's my plan. I'm going to veer off slightly to the right. Actually, we're still 7 minutes out even at this speed, so still a little bit far away. I wonder what happened to that overlay. I'm going to do a bit of investigating now while we're round here. So I'm not getting anything on here, so I'm going to try and open it in a browser. Okay, so I might have found the problem. I've loaded the browser URL that I've got. What on earth is going on with this plane? And it's just a blank screen. I mean, it might supposed to be a blank screen, but I'm not totally sure if that's supposed to display the information. So we might have found our problem there. I haven't tested it before, but it's not showing up in a browser window when I enter the URL code. So who knows? We might have a bit of a problem there, or maybe that's just normal because I've never done it before. Wait and see on that. But all I know is right now it doesn't work, and I don't know whether it's a server problem on their end or what. I never experienced this before, so I don't know. I'll see if I can get it to give me a new code. I don't think I can get it to do that. It must just be down. I'm hoping it's down, because otherwise I've got a problem with ProjectFly that I don't know how to sort out, and that I haven't had previously. So it'd be kind of nice if that wasn't the case, wouldn't it? But for now, all I can do is just get on with the stream as normal. You guys don't need the whatever it is to see. I can tell you right now we have an ETA of 4 minutes time, and that we're at 6,000 feet, and that we're doing 175 knots or 193 knots ground speed. So you know, we don't need the overlay for everything. We've still got me to report, and just, you know, look at the gauges yourself if you can read them. That's probably quite good. Recommended. Right, we should see this airport. Also, one thing I didn't mention is it's now in spring, so some of the scenery has changed around here. I mean, you might have noticed. I noticed when it first changed, but since then I haven't really noticed. It being March, so little interesting thing for you guys to note there.
Lima Juliet Sierra Golf traffic beach Oscar Echo Mike Alpha Delta is 12
So we're 12 miles out.
6,000 inbound to land. Runway 14.
Right, let's bank slightly this way. I want to get maybe 3 miles off course, 4 miles off course to the right, so I can get myself set up for the approach. Right, I'm not sure where this airport is exactly. All I know is that we're 10 miles away, so it's not far. And we're southwest from it, so it's in that direction. Which again, I already knew. We're only mildly southwest, though. We're mostly south. Actually, we are more southwest, I think. I don't know. Who knows? We loaded up with just 60% fuel, which is enough. It turns out you really don't need much fuel in this thing. I'm not expecting any planes to be here, since it doesn't even have a tower, or even a terminal, because it hasn't got a terminal code. So it's quite a small airport, this one. Back to the smaller... Right, is it over these mountains up here? I think it's round here. I really don't think it's in those mountains. Is that it down there? No. Thought I might have saw it, but... We're still 6 miles away, but 6 miles is not far. So I think it's before this next clump of land. It is. It definitely is. I'll start descending, but I'm positive it's down here somewhere. If I turn left... Oh, I see it. It's there. And remember, we're not going to use flaps when landing because it's just silly in this plane. As we've just covered. I don't think this thing will have... this airport will have a very long runway. I'm already suspicious of that.
Lima Juliet Sierra Golf traffic beach Oscar Echo Mike Alpha Delta is 4 miles south.
We're passing 5,000 feet now.
Inbound to land.
I'm just really keeping my fingers crossed that it works on the second flight, this ProjectFly overlay, but I have my doubts. So we're going to start doing quite a steep descent here. To get this thing landing.
Lima Juliet Sierra Golf.
So I maybe could have turned slightly more right. My phone just fell over. Don't ask how that happened. It fell off the monitor, but I don't really know how, since it didn't move. I didn't move it, and it didn't move. We're slightly high up, but oh well. Too bad. We're going to be a bit too high as well. That's another... No, not too high, too fast now. That's the problem. Right, full flaps to slow it down. And then I'll put the flaps back in again, maybe. I'll just keep them out for now. Is the landing rate thing going to work with ProjectFly? But, I mean, if nothing else works, I highly doubt the landing rate thing will work. No, it didn't work. This is the important thing. Are we going to stop in time? Please stop in time. I think we are good. Lucky. We're down. We did it. We're okay. This next flight's going to be a lot longer now, though.
Lima, Juliet, Sierra, Golf, traffic, beach, Oscar, Echo, Mike, Alpha, Delta is clear of the runway.
Tiny airport, this. We'll just park somewhere around there, I think. I'm just going to park it around here. Oh, there is actually a proper stand. That's cool. And park it. I'll park it facing the other way so I don't have to bother pushing it back. Don't think it really matters at this airport. I doubt in real life this airport would even have a pushback tug, so. And we're parked. Right, I've completed that flight then. Now, will it work for the other flight? I doubt it at this point. But, you know, it's possible. I highly doubt it, though. So next up, we're up to Oh, and that doesn't have a terminal either. We're off to Kapfenberg Airport. LOJK. No, LOGK. So we're going from LJ. No, not LJ. What? We're going from LJSG to LOGK. Kapfenberg. This thinks we'll be alright at about 8,000 feet. That's interesting. And we haven't got that thing pop up, so sadly that's probably going to be it. It's at 1,700 feet, the next airport, so same altitude as this. Yeah, sadly it doesn't look like we're going to have the ProjectFly thing pop up. What's going on? Here you go. Here you go. For the time being, we've disabled the stats on the right hand side of the app and on profiles to alleviate some of the issues. Okay, so this is basically it. They've had some response time issues. So basically, we had some problems. They've had some problems with their server, and this was last year. Never mind. It was last year, so this is so odd. Well, I'm gonna have to contact them if they don't have anything interesting. And now their community sort of forums has crashed on me. Yay. Yeah, ProjectFly is being really slow on me now, so that's good. What's going on? What if I try closing ProjectFly down? It's not letting me do that. Okay. Right, where's ProjectFly on here? It's crashed, or I don't know what's happened to it, honestly. Right. I've reloaded ProjectFly. Doesn't appear to have done anything for the stats. Right, can I look on the community now? Nope, just forget it. So restarting ProjectFly hasn't done it either. I'm getting worried now. Oh, I'll just have to go then. I'm not going to have stats for this one either, guys. Sorry. I'm getting a bit worried here about this. Great. Basically. Great. So it looks like that's going to be the right runway to go off. So again, we're going to have to backtrack down the runway. Try 6,000 feet again. And we've got no graphics on the side, so yeah, I'm gonna have to I'll contact a member of their support. Maybe they'll get back to me. And my phone just fell down again. I'm actually getting a bit confused now as to why that's happening. That shouldn't be happening either. Taxi onto the runway.
Lima, Juliet, Sierra, Golf, traffic, Beach, Oscar, Echo, Mike, Alpha, Delta, taking off, runway 32, straight out departure.
I just want to go quite quick on this runway. I mean, there's no other people around, so it doesn't really matter anyway, but oh well. And I reckon I'll remember to start my clock this time on the yoke. And right, let's flip it around here. I'm just going to go full power while still turning. Maybe that was a bad idea, but we're going with it. They had a nice sort of out of the cockpit cam little take off there. Right, contact Ljubljana Centre.
Delta is type beach bearing 2 miles north.
And off we go again.
Sierra Golf,
59 miles this time.
Beach Oscar, Echo Mike Alpha
Start the
Delta.
clock on my
Fiona
yoke.
Center, Squawk 3013. Squawk 3013, Beach Mike Alpha Delta. Beach Mike Alpha Delta, radar contact 2 miles northwest of Lima, Juliet, Sierra Golf, 2,600, altimeter 29092. Copy, Beach Mike Alpha Delta, 6153.
Right, so now from here we can just sort of follow the path. So I'll go nav, and then we have to go into the virtual cockpit to find this. Because it's quite a long flight, so we can just sort of follow the pattern a bit more. Hopefully 6,000 will be a good enough altitude for this flight. Be nice if it was. Once again, I thought the flight's down to a little bit later than I would have liked, but oh well. So this is saying 24 minutes at the moment this flight's going to take. I think it will be slightly different to that by the time I actually get to cruising speed. 23 minutes it's saying now. That's 4,000 feet, so it looks like 6,000 feet will be enough, at least for now. If I zoom it out, we're actually following quite low terrain the whole way, so it doesn't look like we're going to face any issues with terrain, which is rather nice. Nice to have no issues with terrain. We can just sit back and relax, let the autopilot do it, because it's quite a simple flight, and then obviously when we have problems with terrain I'll take over. But for now we seem pretty good. Just go up to 6,000 and then chill there basically. Although we're getting a bit of turbulence there. I'm pretty sure it's turbulence when the plane does that. I'm hoping it's turbulence. Isn't something else. I think it is. That's 5,000 feet. Almost up to 6,000 and then we can just sit there. I'm on course with our route now, so 20 minutes it's thinking we're going to take. Although once we get to 6,000 that will change to be more accurate because we'll be at cruising speed. This thing's a lot quicker when you cruise than when we're climbing. It's, you know, it's about 40 knots slower when climbing, so 30 to 40 knots slower. And it's quite clear now that this 6,000 feet is enough for the noticeable bit now. So we're back into Austria, look, because we're going over to Vienna Centre now. So this is at Croatia, or at least for the in terms of ATC boundaries. We're out of Croatia. No, not Croatia, Slovenia. We're out of Slovenia in terms of ATC boundaries, and we're now into Austria. And we've now evened out our vertical speed pretty much, so yeah. This means our speed can continue to go up now. So it's about 150 knots before, we're already up to 170 knots and it's still going up. And our vertical speed isn't totally zero yet. It's zero now. In fact, it's actually like minus slightly. So we're up to 180 knots, 16 minutes this thing will take to get to our destination. Looks like about 180 knots is where we're staying. Look at the nice view out. Oh, we've gone to Graz approach now.
Oscar Echo Mike Alpha Delta, clouds approach, roger.
We're to 183 knots now, ground speed. I think that's what we're staying at now. 184. Not going any higher. When we hit these mountains, we might need to go slightly higher, but that's not for another 20 miles at least, so we're good. We're good for now. And at 30 miles out, we can contact the airport to say we're landing. Because currently we're 43 miles out, so these 60-mile flights, they're not exactly long, but they're probably one of the longest we do in this VFR flying, which is quite crazy to say. The longest one, I think, was the last one we did, the last stream. We did the 75-miler from, I think it was it to or from ZalMC? It definitely involved to a place called like Anna Beacle. I think it was, I can't remember. It was a week ago, but I can't remember. Crazy. Only a week. It was only a week. Just nuts. Just nuts. Don't know why I keep repeating stuff now. I'll stop doing that. 185 knots we're up to now. I don't know whether that's... I don't think it's much faster than 184, is it? Really? And in just over 20 miles, we're going to hit, though, that terrain. But it looks like we get quite a clear path through a valley. Looking ahead, I can't see totally. Because it's a little bit far ahead, but it looks like we're okay. It looks like we're going to be okay at 6,000 feet, so... And I believe we end this tour in Vienna, so we'll get to see a bigger airport again. Once we land. What's this down here? It's like some temperature gauge, but I don't think it works. Okay, interesting. That's what the 2D cockpit looks like. I don't get how you could fly it in a 2D cockpit, though. It doesn't work, does it? It just doesn't work. Bump up and down a little bit. So we're 36 miles out now, 11 minutes to go. So in about 6 miles time, it will flash up on this list here as airports that we can fly into. And we are 8.5 minutes into the flight, so almost halfway. Cool. Look at all the clouds. I was saying this on Wednesday, I'm positive I turned the cloud sound down, the cloud setting down to minimal. I never checked in the end, but it doesn't look like minimal. There's no way it is. It just doesn't look like it. Right, we're 33 miles out, so I can contact the airport in the next, well, minute really. Get ready for when it shows up on that list, which it will in the next. Although that still says 33 miles, and it has been saying 33 miles for quite a while. It's just gone to 32 now. That's better. How's fuel doing? Got 51% of the tank, so still plenty of fuel. And we've now flown 30 miles out of, well, 29 miles out of 60. And we're 31 miles out, so, oh, bit of turbulence. That really throws my airspeed around, that does. The airspeed goes up and it goes down. Alright, there you go, Kapfenberg's now, whoa, this Well, I'm actually gaining speed from this turbulence. That's because I'm losing altitude from the turbulence. Okay, I don't know what that was about. Kapfenberg, they have a tower. Okay. Request full stop landing.
Tower, beach, Oscar, Echo, Mike, Alpha, Delta, 30 miles south to land. Beach, Oscar,
They're going to give
Echo,
me
Mike,
runway
Alpha,
07,
Delta,
runway
Tower,
7.
entered by
So,
runway 7, altimeter 2, niner 2. Flight right base, runway 7, beach, Mike, Alpha, Delta.
so for now we can just go straight ahead and then runway 7 we're landing at. I don't suppose they have an approach for it. No. Look out the window, look at it. I think it looks nice. I just wish we had those ProjectFly things. Like, overlay thing. I don't know what's happened to it. None of the other sources are working. It's so odd. Oh well. 6,000 feet to go. No, why did I say 6,000 feet to go? That makes no sense. It's 25 miles to go, and we're at 6,000 feet. That's a bit better. That's a lot better. By the fact that it makes sense. Right, it is getting a little bit high. I can follow that valley down there, which I might have to do. Only 23 miles to go now. So this is the whole length of the last flight we just did, pretty much. Maybe slightly less than that. I think the last one was about 31 miles, was it? 30 miles? I can't quite remember. But it was something like that. "21 nautical miles to go." How good was the landing actually on that last flight? Because I can actually have a look, and I will tell you guys. Once I find it, that is. Here it is. It was a -489. What? It did not feel like that, a -489. I'll have a look at it on the radar to see if the radar's working. Because that would prove where we are then. Yeah, it does know where we are. So odd. So the server that tracks where we are is working. This is strange. Never had anything like this on ProjectFly before. Normally it's pretty good, but I don't know, for whatever reason we've had some problems. Big airport over there. Well, not big, but slightly bigger. Graz, maybe. Not totally sure. It could be. 17 nautical miles to go. Come on. Not that far now. It should be. I think it's in this little dip here, look. By the looks of it. Yeah, I think it is. I can't zoom out enough to see it, but it's there. We'll have to descend pretty much straight after these mountains here. Which is like the last chunk of land before reaching the airport. Only been in the air 15 minutes. crazy. Absolutely crazy, these flights. They're not long at all, are they? Yeah, it must be over 14 miles out. So we're still, you know, slightly far out, not particularly. It's 4 minutes flight time now. Obviously that's at this speed, but we are going to slow down. Can't expect me to go this hot into the destination. 180 knots into the runway. That's ending with an overshoot, I can guarantee. It's not going to go well. That's all I'm going to say. Let's see, where's this airport? We're only 11 miles away. That's what I find confusing. Like, how? We're 11 miles away. Well, let's take the navigation out. Because since we're landing on runway 7, I want to turn slightly to the left to get a good sort of landing approach on. Also, descending down to 5,000 or 4,500, let's just say, at quite a slow rate. Because I want to try and descend a bit earlier than we did last time because we were too high. $5,600 feet. 7 miles to go. Come on, it should be round here somewhere. In this valley. I think it's there. Somewhere. Who knows where exactly? Oh, we'll slow it down now. We've just been cleared to land on the runway. That's
Cleared to land, runway 7. Beach, Mike Alpha.
This is one of those cases where I don't know where the runway is there. No. I think the game's just messing around, like giving me landing clearance quite early. Right, is that the runway? I'm expecting it here. Somewhere. I can't see you, runway. Where are you? I'm playing hide and seek with the runway. Amazing. We're only 4 miles out, so can't be too far. If I turn right now, I should actually see it. I just don't. Oh, I see it. I see it now. That is probably the smallest airport I've ever seen have a tower. I mean, it's not even got a proper runway. It's just like a little dirt strip. And where is the tower even? Like, I don't even see it. Where is its tower then? If it's obviously got one because they're talking to me. But where? Where is this tower that is controlling me? Okay, that's kind of odd. That's why I didn't spot it. I was looking for a tarmac runway. Is there even a plane on the ground? I've never seen an AI yet. So there wasn't an AI at that paved airport or even Ljubljana, but there's definitely something on the ground. Whether it's a building or... It's a building on the left. That's actually a house. But on the right, there's definitely something. Maybe wouldn't be some vehicles without AI ever going there. I just find it too hard to believe that it's not a building, surely. It might be a terminal? And there's another small object as well. I think it's a building. Clip the trees on the way in. And put down the flaps so we can actually get a controlled landing. Because with flaps in this thing, you cannot get a controlled landing. Although we did sort of just crash anyway. Right, play the clip of the Cessna bouncing across the field with the awful landing, because that's basically what just happened. Oh, it's not even a building, it's like an RV. So what, is that the air traffic control tower? No, it's literally it's an air traffic control tower attached to what looks like a caravan of some description. That's actually this is the weirdest airport I've ever been to. Okay. Well, okay. This is an old airport. I'm not used to this. Okay. Oh, that's sorted, I guess. This is the weirdest airport I've ever been to. In the air traffic control tower that does actually exist is attached to a caravan, and someone's house is practically attached to the runway. And over there, I don't know what that is. It looks almost like a pushchair of some description, or maybe a wheelbarrow. I don't know. Yeah, this is quite a strange airport. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll be taking off from there next episode. So yeah, guys, today I'm sorry that for whatever reason, the ProjectFly interface didn't choose to work today. I'm going to have a little dig around that. If I can't find any solution, I'm going to send a support email to them or whatever. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.